I honestly recommend that we fire back at the specific groups within JFF that are doing this. America has rejected the true gospel. In Northern California, where I live at the Pyramid Temple, is what's left of the true Egyptian people. Over the mountain, you have Israel, which went astray because of Japheth, Edomites, and etc. And where we live, you have the enemies of God. Think of it as the Mediterranean, the Middle East, where they aren't sympathetic to our gospel and our Afro-Asiatic martial arts and way of thinking. I must have my title, I must not be denied my rightful place, in favor of bulls, pigs, and other detestable animals that like to watch martial artists such as me, who are much more attractive than they are, and much greater warriors. Look how much cops put into appearance. Their families are spread out, and they disagree with their parents, but they're still part of that same greater white culture. So on one side of the mountain, you have the liberal, democratic, racist whites who want to make blacks gay to reduce their population and to make us lesbians and, make women lesbians and feminists and break down the family. And that's where most of the problem starts, sabotaging you from the jump by breaking down the family and making it harder to compete. Then there's the network they have that you don't, including the network that works behind the scenes. And blacks are the most exploited by this. And that is why we have the least unity, because some factions that are led by a few holdouts such as me do not allow our people to sell out, and we pay the price as Biafra did. And we are the true Christians, while everyone else just gives lip service when you compare it to the war that we fought. So they're wolves, pissants, slugs, detestable creatures no one respects, that are jealous of hawks and noble creatures, leopards, lions. And the lions, they get on their side, they get in their head. So they're a ferocious roaring lion as opposed to a lion of Judah. The black man has gone astray. So they're pissant, pipsqueaks, mini-me's, people with no heart, and I'm a titan. And when you need to calm down, take a deep breath and think of a turtle. You see how I naturally changed my spirit, energy, or chi. Now, because I was so disrespected by the Pillsbury's, and I'll put in the comments what I mean, I won't deal with them and their people anymore. I'm going to take out my Viking hat. I'm sorry that things didn't work out, but if you guys really cared for me during this struggle, I would have had a bad Viking woman when I, and no, that's not what it's really about, but I decided to throw that in there. So, help you understand. I know some of you know how I feel, but the circumstances of the situation have made it like this. I don't think it's fair that no one can beat me, and that all you people think it's okay to disgrace your ancestors and you're silent instead of giving me my rightful place. I really resent women, and I don't think any of them deserve to go to heaven. I'm going to stop making videos and stop trying to spread the gospel, because in 35 years, I couldn't find one woman to love me in the most populated state, the Golden State, when I'm the golden horse, because everyone is so out of touch. And if you don't remember anything else, remember women's bad judgment ruined my life, whether it was my mom's inability to see what's going on, and her inability to be a nonconformist. She's smarter than almost anyone. Remember, she's a doctor. She's smarter than almost every woman out in America using the scale of the white man. And you see how I crushed her easily, and she's out of touch, and I'm very on point. She represents the elder white woman who thinks she has a right to be in charge and knows best. And whether it's a racial motivation or just an ego problem or some kind of cult-derived God complex or whatever you weird rich people do when no one's looking, it is detrimental to our society, toxic, hazardous, it is poisonous slime. I would go as far as to say that the semen of people who do not agree with me is nothing more than poisonous slime. And I think that no one from my temple should have sex with anyone who's not a virgin, unless it's in a ritual, because they're poisonous slime, unworthy of you. And if you can avoid it, don't use them in a ritual either. I declare all non-virgin women who are not married and who did not wait till marriage poisonous slime. And all attractive single women, mostly in Santa Cruz, but in Morgan Hill, Santa Clara County, everywhere I've lived, traitors to, the Hawks, not to God, because I can't speak for God. That's between them and God, but between, they betrayed me. And anyone who respects the top martial artists in American history is not going to use white social norms, who knows the significance, who knows I've proven beyond any doubt that I'm right. You need to stop being a Democrat. Thank you. The challenge is now at 10,000 for everyone and 100,000 to anyone who can prove that they're worth it. Not some UFC fighter, but a real martial artist who can make a logical argument as to why they're worth that much. 5,000 the first day, 10,000. Let's give me another 5,000 within a year for the 10,000 guys, and the rest of the 100,000 within 7 years, we'll say, for the $100,000 guys. Because I know I'm the best, and you keep trying to use your system and social norms to downplay that irrefutable fact why you disgrace your ancestors. I'm here at the Pyramid Temple every day training superior African martial arts that expelled all your races. Because of them controlling eugenics in a very pornographic, kind of porn industry discussing kind of way, this marks the end of me and all JFFs. So I remove them from the temple permanently. I'll explore this in the comments. Why did you betray me, Santa Cruz? From now on, the world must know, no matter what, that women from Santa Cruz and San Francisco let the serpent into the temple of the mind, the temple of love, the temple of their body, their church representing their philosophy, lifestyle, religion, and more. They had sex with the people who control reproduction and kill our kids. They are scum. Babylonian scum. Why are you harlots? Why are you so evil? You expect us to respect your judgment. If you are from the Hawk Temple, virgins only, then you must emphasize putting women in their place.